Okay. Second ratio is
proprietary risk.
number 2, proprietary ratio. Proprietary ratio. Proprietary ratio, that means ownership ratio. Okay, and ownership ratio, the formula of ownership ratio is, I just first put the formula and then we go for the calculation of it. Proprietary ratio, basic formula is shareholders fund upon total real asset, upon total real asset, total real assets. This is the formula. Okay, now put the values in formula. So shareholders fund in the year 2015-16, that is 12 lakh, and here it is 17 lakh, 12 lakh and 17 lakh. And in comparison of it, what we required total real asset, and total real asset is this 20 lakh is the total assets including 10,000 preliminary. એમાંથી 10,000 minus कर दिए એટલે 19,90,000 પહેલામાં થશે. Clear? So 12 lakh divided by 19,90,000. 12 lakh divided by 19,90,000. Now your answer is
60.30.
60.30 percentage. 60.30 percentage. Okay. In the same way for 2016-17, so here your shareholders fund is 17 lakh upon total real asset is 25 lakh minus 30,000 and at 24 lakh 70,000. Okay, now what your answer is?
68%, 68.83, 83.
68.83 percentage. Okay, this is your ratio. So what is the thing here? Ownership. Last year 60% and this year it becomes 68.83%. The overall long-term solvency of the company is increased. The share of owners are increased. Last year it is 60% and now it is 68%. So 8% increase in the ownership ratio. So it shows company's financial position is become strong as compared to last year. Okay, so let's put your comment. In comparison of last year, yeah, previous year, company's financial position, yeah, solvency position has become strong. Yes, yes, strong. Okay, strengthen. Clear? ગયા વર્ષની કમ્પેરિઝનમાં કંપનીની જે સોલ્વન્સી છે વધી છે ઓવરઓલ. Okay, it is increase. Okay, now next third ratio is liquid ratio. Liquid ratio. The formula for liquid ratio is liquid asset upon liquid liability. Liquid assets upon liquid liability. Liquid asset means all current asset except stock. Stock સિવાયની બધી જ current asset તમારે લેવાની થશે. So here formula is, the basic formula is liquid assets upon liquid liability. liquid liabilities. So liquid assets is here stock સિવાયની current asset લેવાની છે આટલાનું total કરો. These are the liquid assets. These are the liquid assets for both the year. I just copy here. You can calculate separately. Yes, these are the liquid assets. Liquid assets. Okay, what is the total of it?
5 lakh
Uh,
95
95,000.
95,000.
95,000. 5,95,000. Second amount,
5,89,000.
5,89,000.
5,89,000.
Okay, 5,89,000. Okay. In the same way, calculate liquid liabilities. એ જ પ્રમાણે તમારે liquid liability calculate કરવાની છે. The liquid liabilities are this creditors, bills payable, and staff provident fund. These are the three. There is no any bank overdraft. Bank except bank overdraft, all current assets. Bank OD સિવાયની બધી current asset level. So here, make the total of it.
3 lakh 90,000.
Liquid liability. Sorry, કેટલું બોલ્યા?
3,90,000.
3,19,000 and
90.
90.
90.
90.
Okay, 90. ચલો અહીંયા
2,70,000.
2,70,000. Okay. Now put the values in the formula. ફોર્મ્યુલામાં કિંમત મૂકી. આ જે છે કયા કયા બે વર્ષ માટે છે? 2015-16 અને 2016-17. તો 595 divided by 390 multiply 100 ના આવે આમાં. 590 divided by 595, sorry, 595 upon 390. चलो आंसर बोलिए.
1.53.
1.53 is to 1. આ રીતે લખાય. Okay. So in the same way for the next year, 270 upon, sorry, 589. 270 upon 9, but 589 upon 270. 270.
2.18.
2.18 is to 1. Okay. So this is your answer. So last year ની comparison માં શું થયું છે? વધારો થયો છે, ઘટાડો થયો છે રેશિયોમાં?
Increase.
Increase. So it increased the liquidity position of the company. Company ની liquidity position સારી બને છે એવું કહી શકીએ. So in comparison of previous year, liquid ratio is increase. It indicates that companies liquidity position is improved. Improved. એમાં વધારો થયો છે. Okay. And the ideal ratio is, you know, that 1:1. 1:1 કરતા વધારે આવે તો સારું જ કહેવાય. So we can say a company's liquidity position is good and it is improved as comparison of previous year. સારી બી છે અને previous year ની comparison માં સુધારો પણ થયો છે. Okay. અને વધી પણ છે. એવું આપણે કહી શકીએ. Clear? So this is your liquid ratio. Now the next ratio is debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio. Number 4. Debt equity ratio. So debt equity ratio formula is long term debt upon shareholders fund. Long term debt upon shareholders fund. Long term debt upon shareholders fund into 100. If you multiply with 100, your answer is in percentage. If you not, then it is in proportion. So what is long term debt? We are having long term debt as debenture only. So 4 lakh. 4 lakh is your long term debt. And the shareholders fund, we have already calculated above, that is 12 lakh and 17 lakh. Here equity shareholders fund itself a shareholders fund because no preference capital is given. So in the first year it is 12 lakh. So divided by 12 lakh. What your answer is now? 33 and 33 percentage.
33.33.
So 33 and 1/3 percentage we can say. In a systematic manner we can write like this: 1/3. 33 and 1/3 percentage. Yeah, 33.33 lakho to bhi chalse. Clear? In the same way, for the next year, 17 lakh is your shareholders fund and 5 lakh is your debt. Long term debt is 5 lakh. What your answer is?
29.41.
29.41 percentage. Okay. તો ગયા વર્ષની કમ્પેરિઝનમાં આ રેશિયો ઘટ્યો છે and એ રેશિયો ઘટે તો જ સારું કહેવાય. લોંગ ટર્મ ડેપ્ટ જેટલું ઓછું હોય એટલું સારું. હવે આમાં આપણને શું દેખાય છે? 4 લાખ થી વધીને 5 લાખ થયું છે. But long term debt is increased. But in comparison of shareholders fund, it is decreased. In comparison of increase in long term debt, the increase in shareholders fund is more. Shareholder no fund વધારે વધ્યું છે. Okay, so the proportion or share of owners and uh, creditors or money providers is the ratio is decreases. So it makes companies solvency position strong. So in comparison of last year, companies solvency position has become strong because proportion of long term debt is decreased in comparison of shareholders fund, owners fund, proprietors fund, whatever name you call. Okay, so this is your comment. Now next is number 5. Fifth ratio they ask is stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio. stock turnover ratio is showing stock position. So what is the formula for stock turnover ratio is? Formula is COGS, cost of goods sold, cost of goods sold divided by average stock, average stock, okay, and not multiply by 100. So COGS is directly given, and we have calculated here, sorry, not directly but calculated. COGS 17 lakh 60,000 first year, 21 lakh second year. So 17 lakh 60,000 in the first year and 21 lakh in the second year. And average stock means opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. So here uh, opening stock is given this 1 lakh 30,000 and closing stock is 3 lakh 10,000. So make the total of this 2 and divided by 2. 130 plus 310 divided by 2.
2,20,000.
2 lakh 20,000. In the second year, it is 3 lakh 10,000 plus 2 lakh 90,000 divided by 2. 3 lakh, correct? Okay. Now what your answer is? 17 lakh 60,000 divided by 2 lakh 20,000.
8.
8 times. 8 times. And here 21 lakh divided by
7.
3 lakh. 7
11.
times. 7 times. Okay. मतलब ગયા વર્ષની કમ્પેરિઝનમાં સ્ટોકનો ટર્નઓવર ઓછો થયો છે. સ્ટોક ટર્નઓવર રેશિયો ઇઝ ડિક્રીઝ. ઓકે, તો થોડુંક વધારે કામ કરવાની જરૂર છે. ઓકે, 8 ની જગ્યાએ 9 થવું જોઈએ. 9 ના થાય કઈ વાંધો નહીં, 8 તો મેન્ટેન થવું જ જોઈએ. ઓકે, સો ઇન કમ્પેરિઝન ઓફ last year stock turnover ratio is decrease. It indicates overall efficiency, activity, overall activity of company's employee has become poor. કમજોર થઈ છે. ઓકે, કર્મચારીઓ બરાબર કામ કરતા નથી. અને એકલા કર્મચારીઓ ઉપર જ ના હોય, ડિપેન્ડ બીજા બધા ઘણા ફેક્ટર હોઈ શકે, બટ ઓવરઓલ એક્ટિવિટી ઇઝ બીકમ પુઅર. કામ ઓછું થાય છે એમ આપણે કહી શકીએ. ક્લિયર? વી કેન સે લાઈક ધીસ. ચલિए, નેક્સ્ટ રેશિયો ઇઝ number 6. What he asked? Rate of return on shareholders fund. Rate of return on shareholders fund. Rate of return on shareholders fund formula is EBIT या PBIT, જે બી તમારે કેવું હોય. ના, પ્રોફિટ આફ્ટર ટેક્સ લેવાશે. શેરહોલ્ડર્સ છે. પ્રોફિટ આફ્ટર ટેક્સ divided by shareholders fund divided by shareholders fund into 100. Into 100. This is formula. Now put the values. Profit after tax we have already calculated here. First is 1,36,000. Second is 212. एक 36 ने 2 So 1,36,000 and 2,12,000. Okay. And shareholders fund is, shareholders fund we have already mentioned here. This 12 lakh and 17 lakh. 12 lakh and 17 lakh. Multiply 100. Multiply 100. Okay, here also multiply 100. Okay, tell me the answer.
11.33.
11.43%. And
33.
here 33. Okay, and here
12.37.
12.47. 47. તો શેરહોલ્ડર્સના પોઈન્ટ ઓફ વ્યૂ કંપનીની જે અર્નિંગ છે એ ઇન્ક્રીઝ થઈ છે, પ્રોફિટેબિલિટી વધી છે. ગઈ વખતે 11% રિટર્ન આપતા હતા, આ વખતે 12% થી પણ ઉપર રિટર્ન આપીએ છે. ક્લિયર? સો then comparison of last year, return on shareholders fund increase, it shows increase in profitability of company. ક્લિયર? તો આ રીતે આપણે એક વર્ષને બીજા વર્ષ સાથે કમ્પેર કરીએ છીએ અને કમ્પેર કર્યા પછી એનું આપણે પરિણામ ડિસ્કસ કરીએ છીએ. બહુ લાંબુ બી ડિસ્કશન કરવું હોય તો થઈ શકે, પણ એ લાંબા ડિસ્કશનમાં હું જતો નથી. ક્લિયર? બટ આટલું તમારું વર્કિંગ નોટ આઉટ કેલ્ક્યુલેશન હોય છે. હોપ યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ. બરાબર સમજણ પડી હશે. કોઈ રેશિયોમાં ન સમજણ પડી હોય તો મને પૂછી શકો છો તમે.